ShartimusPrime, reading comics, toys are hella sick, hella whacking it, taking bad hits, taking bad shit, Subscribe.
Black Widow looks like that transgender person that ate my french fries. Hey, what's up you guys? ShartimusPrime here, doing another Marvel Legends action figure review on the Marvel Legends GamerVerse Avengers video game Captain America. If you're trying to get your Marvel Legends, you can do so at
Big! Get your big badass toys at BigBadToyStore.com. Click the link in the description below.
And while you're down there, please go ahead and hit that like button and show your support by hitting that subscribe button as well as the notification bell. And a big thanks to Xman87 for making this review possible and helping me find these figures. Oh man, I really appreciate it. Check them out, link in the description below. And we get some nice packaging once again right over here with the white packaging for the GamerVerse. On the side you can see the Avengers from the video game. And then on the back, you can see Captain America from the game. The star is already looking smaller right here than what we're seeing on the shield. I know we'll get a closer look at that later on, but there's the other characters from the wave. There's a read-up over here. If you want to read it, go ahead and pause it right now. Then there's the Avengers again. Get a spot varnished A on the top. Not much more at the bottom, so let's get to it and crack this thing open. And here's the Captain America figure out of the packaging, and I do have similar feelings with this figure as I did with the Iron Man. Again, not terrible figures, but these designs right over here, I'll get into that more later on. He doesn't come with a Build-A-Figure piece, so let's just take a closer look at the shield, and then we'll take a closer look at this video game, Captain America. So Captain America comes with his mighty shield with the big old star right here. I wish we'd gotten interchangeable hands with the figure, especially with no Build-A-Figure piece. Having other accessories would have been cool, like interchangeable hands. But anyway, I do think the star is too big. I don't know, looking at this reference image, I think the star on the figure is larger than the star that we see in this image over here, but it could just be the angle. And the paint apps look okay on it. I just really don't like the design. It kind of reminds me of Red Guardian more so than Captain America, right? I just don't think the star needs to be that big. Again, the design choices over here, I'm just not a big fan. Actually, bringing out the movie Red Guardian shield, you can see how similar these two are, right? On the inside of the shield, though, you can see that we do have this kind of bar thing going across right over here, which I guess is supposed to hook onto his forearm, but in real life, we need the clamp right here, which is actually a little better than the clamp system that we've seen before. I do see some white stressing right over here in the plastic, so it seems like it's a matter of time until this thing actually breaks on me. Of course, you could flip this downward and put it on his back, and when you're doing that, you want to aim for this part sticking up behind his back, because when you port this in over here, there's sides that kind of elevate the shield a little bit higher than others. You can see as I rotate it, it's going to sink down. So you actually kind of want it a little bit lower, you know, or if you prefer it having a little bit lower, you could do that, which I like more so than it kind of being all the way up here like that. I don't know, just a subtle difference. And as far as subtle things, you know, you can use this little handle right here, or this little peg for Captain America to hold in his hand, which looks really weird when you just do that. But, you know, for certain poses, it actually looks pretty cool. And just to demonstrate, you can port it onto his wrist. I try to go for that cuff right there, that thin line seems to hold best. You don't want to go too far up on the forearm or else that thing's going to just snap apart on you. I guess aiming for that first brown strap is actually okay. And yeah, it stays on there alright. It's not awful. But I do prefer this system right over here. However, you can't port this on the back of the figure, so yeah. So one thing I try to do on this channel is get my viewers to laugh, and I guess I fell short on my joke yesterday, talking so much shit about the disgusting Tony Stark head sculpt when it obviously looks just like me. So maybe I should have told the joke like this. And then Iron Man over here looks like a disgusting turd. I mean, look at that design choice for Tony Stark. Oh my god, you could not get a more repugnant look for a Tony Stark, right? That is just repulsive. So that probably would have been better. But anyway, this Captain America right over here, I'm not a big fan of this design either, man. Now, the sculpt and detail on it, it actually doesn't look too awful. You can see a 5 o'clock shadow on Captain America, which I originally thought was there just not being enough flesh tone paint on here, but that little detail is painted over the flesh tone, so I do like that. I like how the eyes came out, very bright blue eyes right there, so that's cool. And I do think the sculpted detail looks pretty good. It's just that I don't like the design. Like, for instance, having a little tiny A right over there, I just don't like that. I wish it was much larger A. I don't know why it has to be such a small A. It's like you're almost embarrassed to be Captain America with your little tiny America right there. And then I don't like these wings. And the paint apps right here aren't even solid. They missed the mark, by the way. But yeah, the wings right here, I don't like these. They don't even look like wings to me. That's just kind of weird, or Archangel wings or something. But the helmet does look really good, you know. And it looks like they painted his hair blue on the very back right here. So he does have blue hair. That's hella funny. So it should have been painted blonde or something, but nope, it's blue. He has blue hair. And yeah, that's just, anyway. So he has a lot of armor, and I just don't think he needs this much armor. They went full on SWAT team with the design, and I just think it's overdoing it for, you know, a super powered human. I guess some armor again is okay, but like for instance, the forearms right here, you really need that cap? I mean, you got the big old shield as it is with the big old star, and you need this on top of it? I just don't get it. But, you know, the paint for the flags look really good. I do like that. And, you know, of course, all this other SWAT team stuff going on right over here. When you bend this all the way up, you can see it flattens. I don't like that. So same thing right here on the back. It gets empty. But, I mean, you know, a lot of sculpted detail. Looks great. I like the color variation right over here. The straps have some nice texturing on them. That's cool. Got to appreciate that little stuff right there. I do like that. But I just don't like this design choice. And you can see the pouches and everything. Captain America butt, big old baggy Captain America legs. I mean, it's just a very clunky design. He's supposed to be a lot more agile, you know? Like, look at these huge knee pads right here, man. I mean, I don't know. I've never worn knee pads this huge, but the knee pads I have worn don't help me run fast at all. Anyway, you can see the big old bagginess right over there. And then the boots look great. I love the texturing on the boots. They even look like they're made out of leather or something. That's really neat. And you can see the treads right here at the bottom as well as peg holes. So I do have some complaints about the articulation of this figure. However, I mostly like it. You can move the head up pretty far over here, so I do like that. He does have a little bit of that forward and back like a bow driver motion going on. You can't move the head downward very far. Of course, you can turn the head side to side and a little bit of head wobbling right there. Shoulders only move outward that far. I cannot get these moving over the shoulder. There's just extra strap thing sculpted right here that's preventing that, so that's disappointing. Can move the shoulders downward though that far. Can rotate a full 360. You get a bicep swivel. Double jointed elbows, moving both of those joints right there. It'll bend in that far. Then both hands turn side to side and hinge up and down. You do get an ab crunch forward just that much. It bends back a whole lot more so. We do get a waist swivel right here. You can shift the belt around just a little bit. And then you get hips that move outward that far, and he can kick forward pretty far and back a little bit, upper thigh cut. Good double jointed knees. I like that a lot. Does he have the X-Men 87 heel to butt? Nope, he does not. But he does have boot rotation though, and you can move the ankles down. They will barely move up, and he does have good ankle pivot. Now to measure out this Captain America figure, you can see that he is standing just at about the 6.5 inch mark. Right on there, actually. And for our Marvel Legends Captain America figure comparison, we have our GamerVerse Captain America and our Comics Marvel Now cap, and then we have the MCU Captain America Civil War First 10 Years Captain America right here. And seeing this GamerVerse version next to these two figures makes me really realize how much I don't like this design. I mean, first off, not enough red, right? There's just not enough red. This version has a lot more red, but still not that much red. And then you can see how this one has the knee pads, but they're a lot smaller than these big old clunky knee pads right over here. He does have forearm guards right over there, but not all huge like these ones right over here. And there's added stuff to the upper torso, but it's not so bulky, and it doesn't take away from the character. I just feel like this whole SWAT team look just takes away too much from the character, but I'm still going to do some head swaps. Okay, the Chris Evans head is sitting on that peg, but it is not actually ported in there, so you'd have to use some glue or something like that to get that into place, but it could work. It does scale, so that actually doesn't look horrible. And same deal with this pre-photo Real Tech Captain America head sculpt that just sits on there. Doesn't look bad. Here's a comic Steve Rogers from the... Oh, wow, that one actually fits on there perfectly. So if you wanted that head sculpt on there, that actually looks and fits on there very well. And then to compare Cap next to the only other figure from this wave that I've already reviewed, we have the GamerVerse Iron Man from the same Avengers video game. And thanks to you guys, you made it very clear that I have two left legs on my Iron Man figure. I noticed there was something wrong with this side. I mentioned that in the video, but yeah, thanks to reading the comment section and all you guys leaving comments, it is the same left leg on both sides. And I don't know how I'm going to get this replaced. I don't have any Walmarts nearby or anything, so it's not like I can try to return it and try to find another one to swap it out and return or something and tell them, let them know it's defective or anything. I can't do that, so I'm just stuck with this figure like this for the time being. Who knows? I may sell it if I don't like the game. We'll see. And then here's the GamerVerse Captain America. Next to your average 600 scale figure, we have the Marvel Legends Big Time Badass Spider-Man. Very realistic looking Captain America. I see. You're going for very realistic, huh? If you're going for realistic, might as well take one of these! Yeah! Because we all know in real life, Spider-Man wins. So I hope you guys enjoyed your time watching this video. If you did, please hit that like button and support the channel by hitting that subscribe button as well as the notification bell. And if you want to go the extra mile to really support this content, you can follow me and support over on Patreon, link in the description below. And a big thank you to all these people over here currently supporting the YouTube channel. I really appreciate it, you guys. And this figure, oh my goodness, I'm not totally shitting on the figure just because it has good qualities. I mean, I can get him standing on one foot in a pretty cool pose like this on a rotating base, so that alone is pretty impressive. So it's not complete garbage. I just don't like the design. I don't know how much I can emphasize that enough. Just as an artistic preference, I don't like their train of thought. I don't like the way they think. I just don't like this look. So at the price point of around 27 bucks, I'm giving this Captain America figure a Sud rating of pass. Another figure I could just totally let go. He doesn't come with a Build-A-Figure piece, so I don't need it. I might pick this up if I saw it on a Black Friday sale and I hadn't picked up any figures in a long time and I was desperate, but really it's a pass for me. I want to know what you guys think. Let me know in the comment section below. If you want to follow me over on social media, you can check me out on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, and Twitch, and I'll catch you guys later. Peace!
Posing action figures, I'm posing action figures, I'm posing action figures every day. I'm posing action figures, I'm posing action figures, I'm posing action figures, it's okay.
That's crispy.
Hey, I'm ShartimusPrime videos. Hey, you should click one. Yeah, click on one of them. Or subscribe if you haven't.
We're shot in your face. We're shot in your face. We're shot.